الله أكبر الله أكبر.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Welcome to our episode Qur'an with the youth, inshallah. As for today, we will start with the previous surah, by the recitation of our previous surah, and then inshallah we'll continue with the last three surah of the Qur'an.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفره إنه كان توابا.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب ما أغنى عنه ماله وما كسب سيصلى نارا ذات لهب وامرأته حمالة الحطب في جيدها حبل من مسد.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
قل هو الله أحد.
قل هو الله أحد.
الله الصمد.
الله الصمد.
لم يلد ولم يولد.
لم يلد ولم يولد.
ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
قل هو الله أحد.
قل هو الله أحد.
الله الصمد.
الله الصمد.
لم يلد ولم يولد.
لم يلد ولم يولد.
ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
قل هو الله أحد.
قل هو الله أحد.
الله الصمد.
الله الصمد.
لم يلد ولم يولد.
لم يلد ولم يولد.
ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم. سورة الإخلاص. الإخلاص. Who knows the meaning of it? The meaning of Al-Ikhlas. Sincerity. What does the meaning? What does sincerity mean?
It's like being genuine.
Be genuine with regard to
Allah.
with Allah. Yes, indeed. Do you think the title of the surah relates to the qualities of the surah, the meaning of the surah? Who thinks it relates? The surah talks about what?
Talks about who Allah is.
Who Allah is, and the title itself is.
Sincerity.
What does it show?
Allah's
No. It shows that we, when it comes to dealing with worship, we have to be sincere.
Yes.
Subhanallah. It shows when it comes to deal with worship, we have to be sincere for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Any acts of worship which is done without the sincerity, Allah does not accept. It's rejected. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Prophet ﷺ said that a group of the Jew, Yahudi, during the time, they asked the Prophet, could you describe how Allah is? Is Allah similar to what the Christians are saying? And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the surah to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to describe the description of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then further on the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to the companions, should I tell you of a surah which is 1/4 of the Qur'an? And then they said yes. So the Prophet ﷺ recited Surah Al-Ikhlas, and then he went back inside. So the companions stood outside waiting for the Prophet to come back. And then the Prophet ﷺ came back, and then he said, I recited already, Surah Al-Ikhlas is 1/4 of the Qur'an. They were very, very surprised because it was a very short surah. Why is it 1/4 of the Qur'an? Anyone?
Is that powerful?
Okay, it is powerful, yes, but why?
Somebody said if you read it 3 times, is it true or not? If you
If
read it, Surah Al-Ikhlas 3 times.
it's equal to yeah, no. But why? Why is it?
This surah has all the qualities of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It has the tawheed. It has it's describing Allah basically in all the best of qualities and showing that nobody can be equal to Him.
Yes,
Once
indeed.
you understand the meaning of it, you know that there's nobody that can be compared equal
Yes,
to Allah.
equal to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the main thing that Brother Ansar said is the surah that describes the tawheed of Allah. And Islam is all based upon the tawheed of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If anyone was not has established this tawheed, everything else is invalid. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, وَلَقَدْ بَعَثْنَا فِي كُلِّ أُمَّةٍ رَسُولًا أَنِ اعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ وَاجْتَنِبُوا الطَّاغُوتَ. And for indeed we have sent for every ummah, for every community, Rasul, messenger, proclaiming to worship Allah and to avoid al-Taghut. Al-Taghut is anything which is associated beside Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the Prophet ﷺ was sent, and all of the previous prophets were sent in order to establish Tawheed. In another surah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, وَلَقَدْ أُوحِيَ إِلَيْكَ وَإِلَى الَّذِينَ مِن قَبْلِكَ لَئِنْ أَشْرَكْتَ لَيَحْبَطَنَّ عَمَلُكَ وَلَتَكُونَنَّ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. For indeed we have inspired upon you, Muhammad, and the prophet that came prior to you, prophet that came before you, if you were to associate partner with Allah, لَيَحْبَطَنَّ عَمَلُكَ, all of your deeds will become in vain. So in this surah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells Muhammad by saying, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. Who knows the meaning of it?
Say Allah is one.
Yes, say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is one. Allahu Samad. As-Samad.
Allah is the absolute eternal.
Absolute eternal. What's the meaning of As-Samad? Absolute eternal is one meaning of it. But the ulama said this is also one of the qualities of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As-Samad.
Is it ability?
No.
The one who all creation they need of.
Yes. As-Samad means self-sufficient. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, all of the creation is in need of Allah, but Allah is not in need of us. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala testified this in Surah Al-Zumar by saying, Allahu khaliqu kulli shay'in wa huwa ala kulli shay'in wakeel. Allah is the creator of everything, and everything is in reliance to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Meaning whatever we do from Islam in terms of acts of worship or anything that we do is for our own benefit. It doesn't benefit Allah at all. It is for our own benefit. So Allah Samad meaning Allah the self-sufficient. And we as human beings, we are not self-sufficient. Any creation is not self-sufficient. Every single creation relies upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. لَمْ يَلِدْ وَلَمْ يُولَدْ. The meaning of لَمْ يَلِدْ وَلَمْ يُولَدْ? Anyone?
He neither begets nor is begotten, meaning he wasn't given birth to, nor has he given birth to anyone.
Yes, that's a good translation. But what does it also mean? It means something else as well. He begets not, and nor is he begotten. It also means something. In order for somebody to beget or begotten, what does that mean?
like he's not forgotten, like he's always.
He wasn't born. He's there.
Yes, yes. He did not have a beginning
Or
and he will not have an end. Yes, that's also another meaning of it. He doesn't have a beginning and he does not have an end. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, هو الأول والآخر. It is Allah who is the first and He is the one who will be forever living. Subhanallah. ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
There is none equal to himself.
Yeah, and there is none equal to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In another surah, in Surah Shura, Allah said, ليس كمثله شيء وهو السميع البصير. There is nothing in comparison to Allah, and He is as-Sami', and the ever-hearing and the seeing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Nothing equal to Allah. Nothing to be compared to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah is the only one who is unique. And that's Surah Al-Ikhlas. Any question with regard to this surah? Surah Al-Ikhlas.
Just wanted to add a couple of things to. So one of the ones that you said is equal to. Did you say 1/4 or 1/3? It's 1/3.
No, it's 1/3. I meant 1/3. Did I say 1/4? Yeah, okay, it's 1/3. 1/3 of the Quran, yes.
It's 1/3 of the Quran.
Yeah.
I just wanted to add to that incident that you're talking about, where the Rasul said that it's equal to 1/3 of the Quran. So there was another incident where he asked the Sahabas, who can recite 1/3 of the Quran every night? Who would like to recite 1/3 of the Quran every night? And it's like, Ya Rasulullah, everyone's like, Ya Rasulullah, we can't do that. That's like too much for us. And then he said, can you not recite Surah Al-Ikhlas? That's equivalent to
Well, yes, 1/3 of the Quran. Yes.
And another thing I was going to say, there's a couple of more incidents, but I'll just say one, where one of the Sahabas, he used to love this surah so much that he used to recite it every single time. He was the Imam basically, and he was leading his people in Salah. So every time we would recite another a surah first, and then we finish with Surah Al-Ikhlas. So then people started complaining, oh, this person, he keeps on reciting Surah Al-Ikhlas. So they went to the Prophet ﷺ and told him that this Imam is doing this, can you tell him to stop doing this? So they asked him, why do you keep doing this? Why do you keep reciting Surah Al-Ikhlas? Because he goes, he loves this surah so much. That's his favorite surah, and that's the reason he recites it. And then the Prophet ﷺ said, because of the love of that surah, you will be entering into Jannah.
And also he said that Allah also loved you for that love of the surah. Subhanallah. Subhanallah. Yes, that's another incident. Yes. And you know why the companions were worried? They thought he introduced something new in the deen. They said, what kind of bid'ah is this? That's why they went back to the Prophet, and the Prophet ﷺ approved of this. Yeah? And one of the sunnah is that the sunnah of approval. Meaning a companion will do something, and the Prophet ﷺ, he will acknowledge to be a sunnah. Like the sunnah of Bilal. When he went to Isra wal Mi'raj, he asked, Ya Bilal, I heard your footstep over there in Jannah. What is it that you do? He said, for every single time after I perform my wudu, I will establish 2 rakah of prayer. Then this is the sunnah which is approved. Not done by the Prophet, done by Bilal, but the Prophet ﷺ approved of it. Next surah, yeah? Surah Al-Falaq.
So we're allowed to do that after the wudu, you're supposed to, you can wait.
Yeah, except for this period of prayer, yes, indeed, you're allowed to do it, yes, you're allowed to do it. Any sunnah that is approved by the Prophet, meaning the Sahaba did it, and the Prophet ﷺ approved of it, we can do it, yes, indeed, we can do it. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الفلق. من شر ما خلق. ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب. ومن شر النفاثات في العقد. ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد
ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
قل أعوذ برب الناس
قل أعوذ برب الناس
ملك الناس
ملك الناس
إله الناس
إله الناس
من شر الوسواس الخناس
من شر الوسواس الخناس
الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس
الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس
من الجنة والناس
من الجنة والناس
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
قل أعوذ برب الفلق
قل أعوذ برب الفلق
من شر ما خلق
من شر ما خلق
ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب
ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب
ومن شر النفاثات في العقد
ومن شر النفاثات في العقد
ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد
ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
قل أعوذ برب الناس
قل أعوذ برب الناس
ملك الناس
ملك الناس
إله الناس
إله الناس
من شر الوسواس الخناس
من شر الوسواس الخناس
الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس
الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس
من الجنة والناس
من الجنة والناس
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
قل أعوذ برب الفلق
قل أعوذ برب الفلق
من شر ما خلق
من شر ما خلق
ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب
ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب
ومن شر النفاثات في العقد
ومن شر النفاثات في العقد
ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد
ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
قل أعوذ برب الناس
قل أعوذ برب الناس
ملك الناس
ملك الناس
إله الناس
إله الناس
من شر الوسواس الخناس
من شر الوسواس الخناس
الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس
الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس
من الجنة والناس
من الجنة والناس
بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم. Surah Al-Falaq wa Surah An-Nas. Who knows the meaning of it?
Falaq is the daybreak, and Naas is Naas, mankind.
Mankind, yes, indeed. As for another name of them two surah combined,
Muwaddatin.
Al-Mu'awidhatayn. What is the meaning of Al-Mu'awidhatayn? Them two surah came specifically for an occasion. Anyone knows?
Black magic.
Yes. What happened? Anyone knows a story behind?
Obviously, knowledge.
Yes, it's related to black magic. There was an occasion.
It's related to the Prophet ﷺ himself.
Yes, alayhi salatu wasalam.
When he was affected by this sihr. And then he saw in his dream the story, how it happened, and who done it. And he was, I think it was Jibreel alayhi salam.
And Mikael.
Sorry?
And Mikael.
Okay. I believe they done the ruqya on him by reciting this.
Yes, Al-Falaq. Yes, the Prophet ﷺ basically, there was a certain character that appeared during that lifetime, which he started to forget whether he did certain thing or he didn't. So this affected him, and in the dream that he had, and the dream of prophets are a form of wahy. You know the meaning of wahy?
Revelation.
Revelation, yes. The dreams of prophet, they are a form of wahy. So he saw in a dream what happened to him, basically, and then he was directed to a certain tree. And that tree, when he woke up, he tried to find this tree. And then beside the tree, there was a dry lake, where he saw a rock and a comb and a piece of hair. And there were a couple of needles in that. To be specific, he says there were 11 needles. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed Al-Mu'awidhatayn, Surah Al-Falaq or Surah An-Nas, which all combined is 11 ayat. So every single time that Jibreel and Mikael used to recite upon Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, a needle would come out. Yeah?
Well, in the tree or?
From the dolly. What is it called now? Voodoo doll. Yeah, with the Subhanallah. So, and then from that, when the surah were completed, he also got relief, the Prophet ﷺ. And he also encouraged to be recited every single morning, Al-Ikhlas, Al-Falaq, and An-Naas. Every single morning and evening.
Or is it once or twice or 3 times?
3 times in the evening, for Maghrib time and Isha, and then for morning, Dhuhr, Asr, and Fajr once. Yeah, once. After every Salah is one. After every Salah. Apart from Maghrib and Isha, 3 times.
Yeah, Maghrib and Fajr 3 times.
Is Maghrib and Fajr?
The rest of them once.
Okay. Then Maghrib and Fajr, yeah? 3 times.
So Qur'an one time, Nas one time. Well, all 3 times basically.
Yeah, from Maghrib and Fajr. Yes, indeed. قل أعوذ برب الفلق. Who knows the meaning of it?
Daybreak?
Yes. قل أعوذ
Say I seek refuge
برب الفلق.
with the Lord of daybreak.
Yes. من شر ما خلق. من شر ما خلق. I think
From the evil that which He has created.
Yes, from the evil that which He has created. ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب. ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب.
From the evil of the darkness when it settles.
When it settles, meaning the time of Maghrib. Yeah? During the time, it is encouraged that you stay inside, unless it's necessity for you to come out. Yeah? ومن شر النفاثات في العقد.
And from the evil of the blows of knots.
Yes.
Knots.
Meaning those who do magic.
We're cheating for us.
So, used to it.
Scary.
And the last, ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد.
And from the evil of the envier when he envies.
And from the evil of the envier when he envies. Yeah? Well, what is an envier?
Someone that's looking at someone with
It's like the evil eye.
Yes, the evil eye.
You're a bit jealous.
Yes, the evil eye is.
I've got a question. You know these water? We call it farafan. And you like to do that, but they like specific ayahs in the Quran and
Are you allowed to recite?
yeah, I'm going to the water. I don't know.
And then drink the water?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're allowed to do it. You're allowed to do it.
They didn't
You can do it, but you should do it yourself. Don't get someone to do it.
Oh, yeah.
But remember, yeah, I'm not joking, but it was in a Dhamma Masjid there. It had like most of the
Go ahead. Oh.
most of the imams here, the hafizes, they were like blowing on water in the water. Like, what if someone spits in it?
Oh, I understand. So yeah, you can recite on water and then drink it yourself as a form of ruqya to yourself. The best ruqya is ruqya to yourself. That's the best form of ruqya. Yeah? And وَمِن شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدٍ. The evil eye, the Prophet ﷺ said, Al-Ayn al-Haqq, that the evil eye is the truth. Meaning, and he also informed us of how to protect ourselves. One way of protecting ourselves is reciting al-mu'awwidhatayn. That's one form of protecting yourself from the evil eye. Meaning, when you see a blessing from a brother or a sister, nice car, instead of you saying mashallah, you say wow, look at that car and BMW. And then you never know, sometimes you start asking yourself, why does he have it and I don't have it? And that's a form of jealousy. A form of jealousy. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, أَمْ يَحْسُدُونَ النَّاسَ عَلَى مَا أَتَاهُ اللَّهُ مِنْ فَضْلِهِ. Are you going to be jealous over mankind, over people, due to the bounties that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed them with? So we as Muslims, we should appreciate, when we see something nice, we say, MashaAllah, Tabarak al-Rahman, or Tabarak Allah, and then we say, oh, may Allah increase it. And if you want it for yourself, then, oh, Allah, give me a car similar to that. Yeah. Yes, Brother Nasr.
Is it true? Because I saw a hadith from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said that evil eye is worse than black magic. Is that true?
Evil eye can kill.
Yes.
Evil eye can kill. Yes, seriously. Then some people, they are very specific about it. Like they have. No, I wouldn't call it a blessing. They can afflict you with an evil eye.
How does it occur?
When somebody sees a beautiful ni'mah that you have from Allah,
Or if you have so much.
and they do not mention Allah by it. They do not mention Allah by it.
On social media.
Yeah.
You know, for example, like the brother said, you see somebody with a really nice car. Oh my God!
Yes.
Like dropping like
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I wish I could.
Yes.
And they don't say mashallah.
Yeah, you don't say mashallah.
That's what I thought happened to Brother Jay.
Huh?
I thought that happened to Brother Jay.
Oh, with his car. Allah understand.
Personally, I thought that.
There's a possibility. You heard the story, isn't it?
I was
Blew up.
Oh really? No,
Yeah. His car blew up.
I think it happened to me as well.
Allah understand.
Yeah, I had a white BMW at the age of 18. I was the only one in the whole village. Next thing I knew, in like 6 months, it's gone, written off, crashed.
Yes. Yeah, it happens. And not everyone that you see, even if you see your brothers coming to the masjid, they don't have evil eye or they don't have jealousy. They have. But you just have to protect yourself and try your best to avoid, especially what the brother said, posting on social media about the ni'mah and all this. MashaAllah, Some people looking at those videos, oh man, I haven't eaten since morning.
Keeping a private life as well.
Yes.
Keeping a private life is the
Yeah, but there's ways, obviously, if let's say someone does that, there's ways for yourself to like caution yourself, protect yourself, and shut down the obviously protection on that phone. These things, and that's one of the ways of reading these surahs, isn't it?
Yes. Another way, actually, not even ruqya can
Kill.
evil eye.
Not even
Yeah, not even ruqya. The only cure is, according to the Sunnah, is the Prophet ﷺ said, if you are suspecting somebody who has afflicted you with an evil eye, you request them to do wudu into a bucket, something like that. And then that water that he took from wudu, you throw it at the back of... who said it? MashaAllah.
Yeah, I heard this.
Yes, he threw it at his back, yes. And that's the only cure.
You have to go to them.
Yeah.
Tell them to
If I'm afflicted with the evil eye, so and let's say I just say to my brother, all of you brother, take wudu and put this water over there in this bucket, and then I throw it. You never know, subhanAllah. And you can ask people, you can ask them, and they should not feel offended by it.
Yeah.
And they should not.
It
feel
could be another narration. I could be wrong, but I think what I heard, not what I heard from what I remember, is you have to take ghusl with that water.
Ghusl, yeah, for me, yeah, ghusl or throwing it at the back of, yes.
But with the evil eye, the person who gave the evil eye, you have to give
he has to do ghusl with the woman.
Yeah.
with the wudu that is.
No, with the water that, yeah, he does ghusl, yeah, you throw it to that individual who is affected.
Okay. You know what else as well? Actually, I know people who I've had to remind them to say mashallah. What about if he's slightly unaware? He forgot and he just said, oh wow. Even though that's stupid, but do you get my logic?
Yes.
You still catch people out there.
Yeah, you can catch. The first thing that you see in a blessing of the brother, the first thing you have to mention Allah. Because no matter what they have, it's from Allah. No matter what you guys have, wallahi, and you have to acknowledge it as a Muslim. Don't think, oh, it is my power. You know, I've studied so hard, I have a PhD, I have all this cash money coming to me. No. Never be like that. And this is what happened to the people, the previous nation, like such as Qarun. He said, all of this wealth is because of my effort. Nothing. He did not acknowledge Allah. Whatever you have, whether it is knowledge, whether it is... And the ulama, they said, people are normally or mainly jealous about 4 aspects. One of it is ilm. A person who is studying more, they belittle those who haven't studied.
Yeah, exactly.
Another thing is wealth. A person who is wealthy, they belittle those who are poor. Another thing is beauty. A person who is beautiful, they say, oh, mashallah, ugly brother. And the last one is status. When you have status, when you are popular, you're belittling those who are, and normally that could also lead to jealousy. So whatever you have from the bounties of Allah, mention Allah always as the one who bestow you favor. Everything that you have, all your achievements, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts mean for you to achieve that. Never acknowledge my own effort and all that stuff. I'm a great businessman, I'm smart, intelligent. No. Say Allah is the one who has made me to reach this position.
He's going to do that at an interview.
Exactly.
Do you remember about the CV?
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you.
What the wedding CV?
Brother, I'm going to mention it, just brief for story. Brother Ibrahim asked me, why don't you have your own marriage CV? I said to him, Brother Ibrahim, to be honest with you, I dislike praising myself. And in CV, automatically you have to praise yourself. Yeah. In order for the one to make the reader interested in you. Yes. So you have to do that. Surah An-Nas. قل أعوذ برب الناس.
Say, I seek refuge in the Lord of mankind.
Yes, and a'udhu, it comes from the word al-isti'adha. Isti'adha is to seek refuge from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A'udhu bi rabbin nas, malikin nas.
Sovereign of mankind.
Yes, or the king, the king of mankind. Ilahin nas.
The deity of mankind.
Yes, the Lord of mankind. Ilahin nas, meaning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the creator of mankind. Ilahin nas. من شر الوسواس الخناس.
The evil of that which he has created.
من شر الوسواس.
From the evil of the retreating whisperer.
Yes, retreating whisperer is the one who is shaitan, or the ulama, they say it could also be a form of man who whispers evil to you. Meaning if you have an evil companionship, friends that whisper evil, or for you to disobey Allah, you have a form of this. الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس. الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس.
He whispers into the breast of mankind.
Yes, into the chest or the heart of mankind. Yeah, whisper evil, and the shaitan is like that. So he whispered to you, and then in reality he run away from you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, one of the ways for you to be afflicted with the evil or with the whisper of the shaitan is for you to be away from the remembrance of Allah. Allah tells us, وَمَنْ يَعْشُ عَنْ ذِكْرِ الرَّحْمَنِ, and whosoever shall go away from the remembrance of Allah, the most merciful, نُقَيِّضْ لَهُ الشَّيْطَانِ, Allah will replace for them with a shaitan, فَهُوَ لَهُ قَرِينٌ, and that shaitan will become his qarin. Qarin is his close friend. وَإِنَّهُمْ لَيَصُدُّونَ عَنِ السَّبِيلِ, and shaitan automatically will mislead them from the way of Allah. وَيَحْسَبُونَ أَنَّهُمْ مُهْتَدُونَ, and will make you to think that you are guided. And how does he make you to think that you are guided? One of the ways the ulama, they said, shaitan, whatever evil that you are doing, they will beautify it. So the evil that you are doing will look good in front of you, and the good will look evil. So if you say, if you're reminded by salah, salah man, you can't make me tired and all that stuff. Because shaitan automatically made it to salah is boring and all that stuff. When you are reminded, oh, there's a lecture, man, why sitting for hours in the masjid? Because shaitan already afflicted you. And when it comes to, brother, oh, you're not coming to nightclub, you will go. Because that's beautiful, entertaining and all that stuff. Seriously. Where was that?
The last ayah.
الذي يوسوس في صدور من الجنة والناس. من الجنة والناس.
Amongst the jinn and mankind.
Amongst the jinn and mankind. So the jinn or mankind, there could be a form of bad influence to you. A bad influence to mankind. Subhanallah. Any other question regarding to al-mu'awidhatayn or any points to add?
Look at me, everyone.
I know you're thinking.
The shaitan won't have to say that to you anymore.
Say again?
Will there be a point where the shaitan won't even have to say that to you anymore? But you just do it by
Will there be a point when you...
Like he says it to you so much that he doesn't even have to be there to tell you to do it.
It couldn't be, yes. When you are afflicted and your heart is completely sealed from the mercy of Allah, yes, then you could become amongst al-hizb al-shaytan, the soldier or the army of the shaitan. Yes. But it could be, yes.
As soon as you associate your partner, as soon as you associate somebody else with Allah, that's the biggest target of shaitan, is to get you to commit shirk. So as soon as he's done that, that's his job is done.
He's done, yes. He doesn't afflict you. Any evil will go with you.
In terms of the shaitan, what are the names in terms of like his I don't know what to say, like his army, like do you know what I mean? Like as in I don't know how to explain. You know how normally sorry, you know how normally Christians would be like, okay, the devil has his demons. What's like the Islamic? Okay, that's it.
Jinns. So there's good ones and bad.
Okay.
So obviously he has the bad ones.
Yeah. Okay.
And the demon could be also a form of mankind. I mean, human being.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes. Those who influence you or encourage you to disobey Allah.
That's the last verse.
Yes. You know,
That's like during Ramadan, the shaitans locked up, the jinns aren't. So he has, his minions are the jinns. So he has them running around during the month of Ramadan. That's why so many people they still sin.
Exactly.
Yes.
So much.
Exactly.
And lastly, to add with that, subhanallah, and this is I consider one of the most powerful verses. It is narrated on Yawm al-Qiyamah after death come, meaning the people of hellfire will go hellfire, the people of paradise will go paradise. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala quoted shaitan on Yawm al-Qiyamah. Allah speaks about the future.
Yes.
Imagine how foolish we are as human beings. We read the Qur'an and you already can predict your future by either considering yourself among those who are successful or consider yourself among those who will be losers on the day of judgment. We are reading this, and this is a prediction that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala already told us of. Subhanallah. Allah tells us, وقال الشيطان on يوم القيامة الشيطان will say إن الله وعدكم وعد الحق. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promised you, all of us, those who are in hellfire especially, promised you, and the promise of Allah was the truth. وَوَعَدْتُكُمْ, and I also promised you, فَأَخْلَفْتُكُمْ, but I betrayed you, I lied against you. وَمَا كَانَ لِي عَلَيْكُمْ مِنْ سُلْطَانٍ إِلَّا أَنْ دَعَوْتُكُمْ فَاسْتَجَبْتُمْ لِي. And I never had authority over you, never did I have authority over you, except that I used to invite you towards my way, and you responded by your own will.
Is this Shaitan speaking?
This is Shaitan speaking. On Yawm al-Qiyamah. فَلَا تَلُومُونِي وَلُومُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ. This is one of it, because when the people are entering hellfire, they will start blaming Shaitan. It is you, it is your fault, blah blah. Shaitan says, whoa, relax, mate. فَلَا تَلُومُونِي وَلُومُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ. Don't blame me, but blame your own self. مَا أَنَا بِمُصْرِخِكُمْ وَمَا أَنْتُمْ بِمُصْرِخِي. As for today, I am not in the position of helping you, and nor can you help him, and nor can you help me. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ends the ayah by saying, إِنَّ الظَّالِمِينَ لَهُمْ عَذَابٌ أَلِيمٌ. For indeed the wrongdoer will receive a painful punishment. So Shaitan, imagine Shaitan now, he pretends to be our friend. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala warns us in the Qur'an that treat Shaitan like your enemy.
الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يئوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم.